Sausages.
Woo! Sausages.
Sausages.
And that actually blends in with what we are talking about tonight. So should Angela go first?
How does that at all blend in with what we're talking about?
I hate the Food Network.
Yeah, fuck the Food Network.
We are, tonight there is no Game of Thrones. Aww. Freeman, put up a picture of Stefan doing aw.
Damn, yeah, get to work already.
Get to work already, Freeman.
Already, okay.
So we're talking tonight about networks that have hurt us.
Yes, that have fallen off the wagon, have stopped doing what they were supposed to, and kind of turned against what they were. So who should we start out with this?
I'm just gonna start out because mine will be really short because there's not much to talk about.
Yeah.
And this is just sort of like a me being upset thing. It's not that big of a deal.
Freeman, put up a picture of some QQs and a picture of a Game of Thrones poster.
Because HBO doesn't have Game of Thrones on tonight, which I understand. It is Memorial Day weekend and a lot of people are out of town and would be missing watching Game of Thrones and everything.
I would like to watch Game of
But
Thrones.
I would have liked to watch Game of Thrones.
I would like to watch Game of Thrones at the beach.
Seriously, that would be awesome. Nothing like watching, what's her name? Khaleesi get nailed on the beach.
Yeah.
While you're at the beach.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be sexy.
Have some sex. Have a sex on the beach while watching some sex on the beach.
And then going and having some sex on the
while
beach.
drinking a sex on the beach.
Woo!
It's so much sex.
And then listening to a podcast talk about sex on the beach.
Oh yeah. It's like Inception, but not crappy.
But that was my only thing. I mean, I understand why they did it, but at the same time, I miss Game of Thrones.
What did they play instead of?
So your network disappointment is HBO?
It's not a disappointment.
Just for
just a complaint.
I'm just disappointed in general.
Yeah.
But the thing is, at the same time, they stretched out another week, so I have Game of Thrones kind of for another week before I go into the dry period of 4/5 out of the year.
No Game of Thrones.
He's gonna be going through withdrawal, like scratching Jon Snow's face into the wall.
Like I'm just gonna walk out of my room in like full Game of Thrones attire and like feel like I'm gonna LARP all day in Game of Thrones world. You guys can be like, don't you have to go to work? Yes, I must man the wall today.
He's gonna like cut a hole in his floor, try to kick one of us down the moon hole.
I need that time to catch up on the reading because it's going to take me that long or longer.
You are so slow. I mean, I've already read all 3 books.
Oh, you fucking readers.
I'm like 1/8 of the way through the second
I do
book.
feel bad about reading the book, but at the same time, I don't.
I'm not going to feel bad.
I'm
I'm going to be smug about it.
Raymond,
now, if I happen to set up a video camera during the season finale, though, none of you pay attention to it.
I'm just gonna Google a picture and put up whatever pops up.
But that's all I had to say. I'm not disappointed. I'm not mad, but I just wanted to say I miss Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that sucks. Wow, she's going deep on that thing, ain't she?
Don't break Marceline.
Marceline's a kinky little minx.
Alright, so next.
Robert? Rules a lot, my bad.
My network I have a problem with. It's kind of multiple networks, but it's like VH1, MTV,
Yes.
Fuse TV,
Yeah.
like all those.
Fuse 2?
And it's Fuse used to be like bad.
Used to be everything, and now it's just always those like all day unloaded things, and it's always like Little fucking Wayne, Nicki Minaj, stupid people from fucking Young Money Incorporated.
I'm seriously
Get
sick
the fuck
of
outta
Nicki
here.
Minaj. Who cares about that
Fuse
freaking
is where I
cyborg?
could go and watch my rock band's music videos.
Yeah.
MTV was too, but now, nope.
That's been a long
Bring
time.
back
Yeah.
TRL with Carson Daly, yo.
What about...
Who plays VH1?
He's like 25,000
No,
years old.
VH1 does reality TV.
Really?
Yeah.
MTV does too now.
The last time I checked, VH1 did
I'm okay that they made an MTV2.
Like 5 in
and
the
did something
morning
different with that.
on VH1, they'll play like an hour of music videos.
Yeah,
That's it.
It's fucking dumb. It's dumb. Who's up at 5
So
a.m.?
who does play music videos now? Anyone?
No one.
No.
So there's like no
Fuse
incentive.
plays
on the
music
country
videos.
music station. Now,
Fuse,
Woo!
Fuse
Saying.
will play music videos, but it is only like dumb ones. Not what Fuse supposed to be. Fuse
Yeah.
was like rock shit.
I have a problem with that too because there's no motivation anymore to make these really kick-ass music videos like they used to do.
Come on, hey Freeman, put up a clip from
B-
Black Hole Sun.
BET will play like music videos, but that's like rap stuff anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
trying
I
to
can't
like
do
not
that.
listen to rap.
I don't mind it, but I miss like they used to do like epic music videos for everything.
Fuse TV would be like an all-day Blink-182 thing. I'd be like,
Hell
yeah.
What's my age? What I loved that
When was the
song
last time
came out when I was 23.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yes, that was
You were
awesome.
up some piggies.
Nobody likes you when you're 23 to
You
28.
act like you're in freshman year. What's my age again?
But yeah, I really don't like that. I mean, who really makes music videos anymore?
I mean, they do. There's still music videos. You just have to go on YouTube and find them.
Now they're all on
Vivo.
that Vivo.
Yeah, Vivo.
Uh,
Vivo is like the only thing. Like they made everything fucking
Because
internet.
no channel will keep damn music videos on anymore.
No.
I watched them. That's what I did every single
I
day
know,
when
I
I
watched
got
them
home.
too. I used to
Got home
love it.
from school, Fuse TV, did my homework while listening to my favorite fucking bands, and now can't. Well, I don't do homework anymore. Like, I can't even
really
do
did
it
too much of
regardless.
homework to begin with.
No.
Same here. I may have done like 12 homework assignments
still
my
get- I
entire
would
high
still-
school
oh
career.
my god!
I
I didn't
shit
do
you not,
shit.
but I still would get like A's in my classes.
Oh yeah, well I
I
would
just
always
never did
pass
my-
the shit.
I just never did my
Most of
homework.
my teachers did makeup work at the end.
Yeah,
or
they'd be
something
like,
you could
wanna
do to
all
get
this
credit
stuff
for the
extra
homework.
credit?
that
I'm
you
like,
did.
hell
Like,
yeah.
I got Diablo 2, bitches.
I'll
I ain't
just do
doing
my
your
homework in
homework.
school.
I'll
before
just
I
do
left
all my
school.
homework on the very
I'm
last
playing
day.
Soldiers of Fortune, shooting people in the dicks. Fuck your homework.
I would like do my
One ball
homework,
plus
like,
one bullet equals
like,
what? No balls.
You're in math class. They're like, do this chapter.
One ball
homework.
plus one bullet would mean you're just taking out one ball, which would mean 7 titles at the Tour de France.
Yeah.
And then having your 7 titles taken away from you, and everyone cutting your wristbands off and then hating you.
Yes. Woo! Freeman, put up a picture of you know who that is and smear some shit on his face.
Who he shall not be named.
Yes.
And that's not his fault. He was taking testosterone because he had one ball and they called it steroids.
Well, I thought it was blood doping he was actually pulling.
What I heard was that it was he was taking testosterone.
I heard nothing because I didn't care because I don't care
Yeah, I'm
about
pretty
sports.
sure that they busted him for.
Let me watch these guys race these bikes.
Anyway,
With their
I guess okay. Let's move on to
tires.
let's move on to Immortus. And
All right, this one is a good one, and this
I
one
love this one, by the way.
really,
I love this one.
really fucking pisses me off. And I'm not that big of a history buff. That probably gives it away. Like I did not do good in history class in school, or most of them, because I slept 90% of the time. But
First period was a bitch.
first through end period were like my sleep times.
All day at school I slept, and then I came home and was
Yeah.
awake all night.
But yes, the main thing that aggravated me is I did horrible at history, but I still know that the pyramids were not built by ancient fish people from Mars.
But they were.
You weren't there. You don't know.
I
You
know.
don't know. You don't know.
And it aggravates the shit out of me that History Channel floods their waves with stuff that's not history. I'm sorry. But certain shows don't belong on there. Pawn Stars, interesting shit.
I'm seeing that's
Kind
the thing,
of funny.
I love Pawn Stars, but it doesn't belong.
No,
It
I
doesn't
agree.
belong
and
on
I
that
do
channel.
love that show too.
See, that's the thing. I
agree.
love
it's
Pawn
also-
Stars.
yeah,
I
it's
can
an
watch
awesome
Pawn
show.
Stars all day, but I hate the fact that I had to turn to history to watch it.
Yeah,
because,
it shouldn't be. And there's one other you had mentioned, kind of hating. We were out there. Well, I kind of mentioned a little bit of it.
Ancient Aliens.
Yes.
See, that's the thing. I enjoy Ancient Aliens. I think it's a fun show.
Oh, I love anything about.
And like that
aliens
meme
and
with the guy with his
UFOs.
hands up. I
His
love it.
hair?
His hair is.
Oh, I
fucking-
love that
You know, he
guy's
actually
hair.
cut his hair and he looks normal
He
now.
did?
People are taking him more seriously.
Oh no!
They
It's horrible.
shouldn't.
But yeah. So I love these shows.
the
But,
crazy motherfucker.
but yeah, they're on history, and I just miss the days when History Channel played like non-stop documentaries about history.
Yeah.
Now it's like it has to be a holiday before you get some actual history.
Yeah, and I mean,
Today
that's
will
just
show you
sad.
the Civil War,
And
'cause
my
it's like
main-
the date that it happened. type
Yeah.
stuff.
The date that the Civil War happened.
Well,
The one day in history.
The day that we.
You mean the everyday because it lasted for 4 years, so every day is an anniversary of the Civil War.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. And my main thing is that there are people out there that watch that stuff and believe that to be gospel. They believe...
What's on the History Channel?
Yes, exactly. If it's on the History Channel, it can't be fake.
Like, where'd you learn that? The internet.
Yeah. Like, Miss Your Wikipedia told me that aliens like to cornhole people because they built us the pyramids. No, Billy Bob Joe. No!
Billy Bob Joe.
Billy Bob Joe.
Just, it aggravates the shit out of me.
And if anyone is listening that's name is Billy Bob Joe, this
podcast, was not to you.
This podcast.
This was aimed at you directly.
Yes. How dare you?
How dare you watch the History Channel?
Yeah. Aliens don't exist in that form.
But no,
I'm not saying we're alone, but we weren't
you.
seated.
But no, I completely agree with you because I'm a history buff. I love history. I can open a history textbook and be like, ooh, and and so like then I turn on History Channel. I'm like, ooh, maybe they'll have a documentary on Alexander the Great, American Pickers.
Yeah, and that's another one. Is not just because something is old doesn't make it a part of history. Coca-Cola signs. And floor lamps in the shape of legs.
Well, see, that's the thing.
See,
that's how they get away with it. Like, there's a little bit of history somewhere,
Yeah, they're like, oh, the story of this.
Yeah, and I think those parts are cool. But the ones that really get me on History Channel are like Axemen and Swamp People.
Oh yeah.
And do you know what they do? Do you know how History Channel gets away with it? History made every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
See, and they're not, I guarantee you, they won't show the history the swamp loggers actually made. I have family that lives in the county that Swamp Loggers is filmed in. They live right near where it's actually done. And they won't report on how, after the cameras go off in the show, how the swamp loggers were illegally transporting one of their logging, the little arms that grabbed the trees and cut through them. Mm-hmm. They were illegally transporting it and took out a bridge with it. They severed like every support beam for this bridge trying to drive it through. Nice. And that won't be on. Yeah, like seriously, because it's illegal to transport them as they were, and they were doing it at night. They thought they'd get away until the bridge said, "Hell no,
so
you shall not."
They thought they could transport something in the dark. No one would notice that size could take out a bridge.
Yeah. Well, apparently they didn't think that we're like, oh, it'll be fine, we'll just go under this bridge. They didn't think, 20-foot tall piece of machinery going, under a 19-foot bridge.
I had heard of Swamp People, but I had an interesting moment with Nick because I didn't realize that it was on the History Channel. I'd heard of it, but then I saw it and it was on History Channel. I was like, wait, it's on the History Channel?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Anyway, we could bitch about I could do a whole podcast about bitching about.
But I love UFOs and aliens, so it's hard for me to be so hard on the aliens and stuff.
See, the thing
is, it's not history. I do agree with that.
And see, that's the thing. That's why I want them. See, they have History 2. Put that on History 2 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like, say the History Channel.
But see, like, History 2 is like where all the actual history is right now.
Or a really awesome idea. Just make the UFO channel. Because I'd watch the shit out of that.
And then there'd be a lot of stupid stuff. I mean, they can't play 24/7 Ancient Aliens.
I don't care. They could play 24 hours of just clips.
They could. Do you remember when G4 came? Oh, we forgot about G4. It was gaming television and how it was so awesome. And it was all like little indie shows made by people. Like they were all crappy little shows. One of them was called The Portal, and it was a machinima show of EverQuest. And this guy that kind of looked like Joel from Mystery Science Theater, and it was his interaction with the EverQuest world. Yeah, and they had really awesome shows. It was really badass, and now they show like all those goofy Japanese game shows where it's like, slap them with a fish and win 50,000 yen and a hooker. Freeman, put him a bitch of 50,000 yen and a hooker.
I'm I'm selective about my machinima, so I wouldn't be down for just watching random machinima all day. I have to look up specifically.
But no, they had really good.
I need to know what I'm
and they had like nonstop. They had like by the hour news on games. Like they would release. They would have a game release come out, and they would have a press conference.
I like the
for the game,
tech TV kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where to find that anymore. If you can.
So I think, are we to you now?
Yeah.
Do we want to? Hey, Freeman, put up a picture of what's making her rage and show someone trying to slap a wolf.
Yeah. Well,
can a wolf be eating Carl while he's crying?
Yes. Yes. You make
is that why Carl's actually crying the whole time? Because there's a wolf behind him being like, eat those goddamn cookies!
So Animal Planet.
I'll blow your house down.
Animal Planet is pissing me off.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow you against your will.
Let me get my rage out here.
Okay, let everyone...
I want to say some angry things. Animal Planet... Fuck off. You should be ashamed of yourself. You don't deserve to be on the air. And Monster Week, really? What the fuck? So, yeah. Ask me something.
So what do you think of their actual decent shows? Because they do have some creatures, I believe, that deserve that kind of negative show that they're giving the wolves. And the wolves don't deserve that kind. Wolves were pushed to the brink of extinction because of people's fear of them, and they're reinforcing it. Yes. But they do show Monster Hunter. What is it? River Monsters?
River Monsters.
River Monsters shows creatures that actually need to be exterminated from the face of the earth.
And then he lets them go.
And he's like, look at this man-eating catfish. Yeah. Let's put it back in the water.
Look at these millions of tiny catfish that burrow into your pee hole and eat you alive.
Alright, look, this is my channel. This is my channel, so let me talk. Absolutely not okay. It's not okay to demonize any animal, and every single animal on the planet, including a fucking flea, has earned its right to be here through evolution. So I don't want to hear any kind of thing about any animal deserves to be demonized and is asking for it.
Fleas are annoying, though.
Yes, they're annoying. They annoy the shit out of me, but they're not like inherently evil things that need to be wiped out just because we don't like them.
Yeah, but if fleas weren't here,
I don't know who.
Nothing would happen if fleas weren't here.
I don't know who
it'd just be a better place.
Would not benefit from that, but that's not my place.
I don't understand how the world benefits from like fish with like jaws that are like this.
That's not any of our places inside that.
What if I'm hungry and my evolution depends on me eating that fish?
Good luck trying to get it. That thing will fuck you. Freeman, show a picture of the demon fish he's talking about.
An alligator guard.
But no,
I'll wrestle it.
Has been showing a lot of stuff like that. They demonize wolves. They demonize sharks. A lot of the large apex predators, like they try to make monsters out of, and that really bothers me because they're already in trouble because people are already afraid of them.
Yes.
Well, see, here, what it all boils down to. This is what all of this boils down to, except mine with HBO, because they already have all the ratings they could ever want.
HBO's not bad; they're just bad for the night.
Yeah.
Yes.
But really, what it comes down to is ratings. No one wants to watch music videos all day; they want to see reality TV. No one wants to see history documentaries; they want to watch Pawn Stars. And
why would I want to watch Jersey Shore when I could?
And nobody wants to watch a real nature.
And no one wants to watch a real nature documentary. They want to be scared.
Yeah.
So, well, thankfully people are too damn lazy and stupid to go hunting wolves themselves.
The only shows that I do like...
If I went to hunt a wolf, I would want to capture it.
I saw a show...
train it to be my pet. Like, I would want a pet wolf. Like, that is what would happen if I were...
Show a picture of some Magic the Gathering confetti.
Anyway, I watched a show the other night on Animal Planet that I really liked, though. It was like... Mermaids, the New Evidence, and it was actually really kind of cool and interesting.
They do sometimes do like the
the Lost Tapes was a really awesome show, and it was all like fake monsters, like the Chupacabra and the Kraken.
Sucker.
And they would make like handy-cam films and have it like lost.
It was totally for fun. It wasn't meant
well,
to
the Kraken's
be
not really a mythical creature. There's a big fucking squid down there.
Well, no, they found giant squids.
Yeah,
but
they
found giant squid that were like disguised as school buses.
Yeah, but they're not like dragging ships down.
They're not dragging ships down. But if they were close to the surface, I bet they would. They'd be like,
the last shows I can remember really liking on Animal Planet were Steve Irwin and the Jeff Corwin.
Well, isn't too cute?
Crikey!
Isn't too cute?
His like accent was.
Oh, I got the weak spot. The
mean,
show Too Cute. If you haven't seen it, it's about like little puppies and little kitties growing up.
Is,
what
I mean is liking for its like real educational value. Too Cute doesn't have that. It's adorable, but doesn't have that.
It does. It tells you when their eyes open and stuff like that. And it tells you it
fair.
over and over and over again.
And it teaches you that kittens are terrified of people in leopard skin coats.
That's fair enough, I guess.
That was a good episode. But, I mean, what it all comes down to is ratings. No one wants to watch that kind of stuff. So it's all about the money because everyone's greedy. And Game of Thrones is awesome.
Catch yourself in the nuts with that.
So, I mean, I guess all you really can do is like watch public access TV because that's the only place you can see educational TV.
They don't even show Bob
anymore.
Ross on there anymore, so I don't watch.
Do they not?
Yeah, Bob
really.
Ross sucks.
You can see.
Shut up.
You can see Bob Ross at like 4 or 5 in the morning for like an hour.
Actually, my father, who is an artist, would agree with you.
And
I like him. He's fun. He makes me happy.
Let's make a happy little tree and beat off in the bushes.
You can't not feel good
some more
when he's
happy
doing
tree
that.
friends.
Oh God!
Put up a picture of happy tree friends.
What if we actually find out one day that Bob Ross invented Happy Tree Friends? So whenever he
let's make a happy little tree friend.
Fucking rip each other's eyeballs out. Like,
he's like, do you know how I keep my emotions in check? I make this Happy Tree Friends show.
It's like Mr. Rogers.
Won't you be my neighbor? And if you ever let your dog shit on my yard, I'll fucking kill you.
I feel like he just did drugs and walked into a closet and it just so happened to look like a little town. He's just like, oh, look at all the little people. I'm going to talk to this little tree.
That's awesome. Mr. Rogers started
his
from
sneakers were laced with acid, so he put on his loafers and then fucking his loafers were laced with acid, so he's just like, oh, let's go on an adventure, neighbors.
Bob! Mr. Rogers got his dick out again!
It's like, oh, the mailman.
Let's play with these blocks!
You got puppets in there, and he's just like...
The mailman's like, oh my god!
The mailman comes over.
I've never looked at Mr. Rogers this way.
It's gotta be kinda hard for a deaf woman to hear a ninja approaching.
Mr. Rogers just does drugs.
Oh god, that is awesome.
Fucking snorted.
That was good.
That's funny.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, television's awful.
Yeah, we still watch it.
That's why I use the internet for everything.
But
I watch more YouTube than I do TV.
I don't even know when movies come out anymore. Like, people are like, oh, you want to go see that movie? I'm like, that's out? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't watch TV. I watch Netflix and YouTube.
Yeah.
And that is it.
Although, think about how funny that kind of sounds. You're like, I don't watch TV. I'm too good for TV. I watch YouTube.
I'm too good for I stare at a TV.
TV's too mainstream for me.
Yeah.
I worship the old gods.
I'm all about the internet now.
I watch a show online. You probably haven't heard of it because no one
It's not
has.
mainstream.
All the TV shows you watch.
By the
I
way,
can pick which episode I want to see.
that reminds me, the Diecast is approaching. We got our 22nd subscriber, which actually translates to, if we count ourselves out, where we've got subscribed so we can keep a track of our videos. We have 19 subscribers. When we hit our 20th subscriber and our 1,000th view, which we are like very close on both, one more subscriber and like 30 more views, we will throw on something special for you, the Diecast viewers that has brought us to this point.
And we were excited when we got 1 subscriber.
Yes, we were excited. We are almost at 20 now.
20 is freaking awesome.
20 is doing really good.
Yeah, so those of us, I know it's a lot of our friends and everything, but for those of you who aren't doing it because you're just our friends, thank you guys too. But
seriously.
For you guys who actually just enjoy listening and watching us play, that's
I have 2 things to say to you. 1, why? And 2, I love you.
Yes, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let us know what you would like us to do for our special 20th subscriber view.
We'll make a LARP.
We can LARP. We can have a drunken gaming night where we just get kind of twisted.
Oh my gosh,
and
we still haven't done that.
Yes, I was thinking of doing that.
Wiener stacking.
Yep,
wiener stacking. Woo! Freeman, show a picture of some wiener stacking.
You'll find out about wiener stacking later, and the 360s.
Yeah, we make some mad 360 helicopters.
Helicopter.
All right. So is that everything we've covered?
I really think that's it.
About it. I like River Monsters though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, River Monsters.
I love it.
River Monsters is sick.
Fish on!
I want to go fucking
and I love,
catch a shark out of a river.
The only time I've ever seen anything die on there was to feed that village, and it had tired itself out too much.
Yeah,
and he was upset.
Yeah, actually,
he was almost in tears.
I want to leave it, but I want them to take it.
That's one more thing that should be said about that one show.
River
Monsters. Because the title is River Monsters, and I don't like that.
Well, they are monsters.
Those are demons.
It's more monster,
I don't like them calling it River Monsters because I don't like the word monster.
I don't think catching big ass teeth fish.
But
I don't think they're trying to use it.
They're not trying to demonize the animals in the show.
Well, no, the guy loves them. He's like, I'm gonna cut him.
The guy is very respectful.
Holds it and he's like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, he's very respectful of the.
I'm gonna spoon this thing.
He does. He spoons the fish, and it's so fun.
He's just like, oh. He's like, well, I'm gonna release it. Let's hope it doesn't turn around and bite me. Yes. I'm like, motherfucker, that thing is huge.
Yes. But alright, well, I think we have covered our subject pretty good here.
Yep.
Don't forget to tell your friends, have them like, subscribe, so we can get our 20th.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week with our normal Game of Thrones podcast.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm
Woo! But yes, this should be good. Thank you for tuning in, and thank all of you who are subscribed. We will catch you again next time, my friends.
Clicky.
Clicky poo.
Clicker.